There are moments in life that break something inside of you, moments you never saw coming. And when they happen, a quiet question rises up. Did I do something wrong? Is God punishing me? Maybe you don't say it out loud, but you feel it. I've wrestled with that thought myself. When something painful happens, it's almost automatic to search for a mistake, to scan our memory, to ask, what did I do? But let's slow down for a moment. In the Gospel of John, chapter 9, the disciples saw a man who had been blind since birth. And their first question to Jesus was, who sinned, this man or his parents? They assumed suffering had to be punishment. And Jesus gently answered, neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed. That tells us something important. Not all pain is punishment. Not all pain is punishment. Sometimes it is purpose. Then there's the book of Job. Job lost everything, and the people closest to him were convinced, they were convinced he must have done something terrible to deserve it. But they were wrong. Job was not being punished. He was walking through something he did not fully understand. And maybe that's where many of us are. That's where we are, walking through something we don't fully understand. Jesus also said in Gospel of John, chapter 16:33, in this world you will have trouble. He didn't say trouble only comes when you fail. He said it is part of living in a broken world. And then there is this beautiful truth in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 1. It says, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. If you belong to Christ, if you trust Him, then the punishment for your sin has already been carried by Him. God is not waiting to strike you. He is not watching for a reason to bring you down. He is a father. And sometimes what feels like punishment is actually formation. James writes in the book of James that trials produces perseverance and perseverance produces maturity. That doesn't mean trials feels good. It just means they are not meaningless. There is a difference between punishment and refinement. Punishment says you are paying for this. Refinement says you are growing through this. Now there are consequences. Are there consequences? Are there consequences in life? Yes. If we make harmful choices, sometimes there are natural results. But not every storm is self inflicted. Not every heartbreak is correction. Not every loss is God disciplining you. Sometimes it is simply life in a fallen world. Sometimes it is something God will use to shape your faith in ways that you cannot see yet, in ways that you cannot yet see. So maybe instead of asking, is God punishing me? We can gently ask, God, What are you teaching me? Where are you in this? How are you holding me through this? Because the heart of God is not harsh. It is not standing over you with a raised hammer. He is standing beside you in the fire. And if you're walking through something painful right now, I want you to hear this clearly. Your suffering is not automatic proof of God's anger. Sometimes it is the place where his nearness becomes the most real. And maybe the healing begins when we stop punishment and start trusting his heart.